power systems. Second committee, that is a International Electrotechnical Committee, in short we call as IEC. If you search this website www.iec.ch, you find the number of documents for the power quality standard also. Also for the another standards related to the electronic devices or electrical systems, like electromagnetic standards and all these things, mechanical standards for the electrical equipment, high voltage standards. So all type of standards related to the electrical engineering as well as electronic engineering that is available in this available by these two committees, IEEE and IC. So these are the standards related to these power system problems that we have discussed in the first slide. What are the power quality problems, like transients, voltage sags, where long duration variation, short duration voltage variation. So for that, there is a particular series of standard developed by these two committee, IEEE as well as IC. We're not going into detailed theory about these all the standards, but we at least know that in which category, in which series, which standard is available, like voltage flicker that is available in IEEE P1453, power quality definition is available in IEEE P1433. Same way, IEEE 1151 that provides a recommended practice for monitoring the electrical power qualities. So in all this document, the detailing of all the power quality problem and standard is given. Same way for the IC also, there are different standards given related to power quality measurement methods, electromagnetic interference and related frequency problems. So all are the standards are available internationally. But most of the companies, industries that follow the IC standards, IEEE standards generally used in USA. So in IEEE standards, you see the frequency is 60 Hz. So they made the standard based on the 60 Hz. Okay. This is a very important slide to understand these power quality problems. This is the IEEE 1159 standards. As you see that in this table, they give the recommended practice for monitoring electrical power quality. So in this standard, you learn that what are the different power quality problems, its definitions, and how it is look like. So you can see that first problem is a transient. In the left hand side, you can see the table. First problem is a transient. So what is a transient? So there are two categories in the transient. First is impulsive transient and second is oscillator. Again, sir, impulsive transient. Yes, any doubt?
Hello.
Yes.
The screen નથી દેખાતી sir.
1 minute. નથી દેખાતી screen?
મારે sir 33 number.
Okay, once again I દેખાય છે હવે?
હા સર હવે દેખાય છે.
બધાને દેખાય છે? All of you can see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Okay. So
Yes,
on the
yes,
left
yes,
side, you
sir.
can see the transient. There are two categories in the transient. First is impulsive transient and second is oscillatory transients. So these two transient has a different definition. Each transient has three subcategory. Again, impulsive transient has three category. First is nanosecond impulsive transient. Second is microsecond impulsive transient. Third is millisecond impulsive transient. So these three categories are decided based on the duration of time, in how much duration it happens. So you can see the name nanosecond, microsecond and millisecond. So the based on the duration in which it happens, based on that it classified. So in nanosecond impulsive transient, you can see that the wave shape of the transient, it is look like this way. Almost all these three transient look like the same impulsive transients, but its duration is different. Like impulsive nanosecond transient, duration is less than 50 nanoseconds. Here it is a mistake, here not greater than 50 nanoseconds, it is less than 50 nanoseconds. So when transient happens, impulsive transient happens, and if the duration is less than 50 nanoseconds, then we called as a nanosecond impulsive transients. Yes, very simple. Same way, if microsecond impulsive transient happens, it means if the duration of transient is between 50 nanoseconds to 1 millisecond, then we can say that it is a microsecond impulsive transient. If the duration of transient is greater than 1 millisecond, then we can say that it is a millisecond impulsive transient. Then what is the definition of impulsive? So the definition of impulsive is that, first we go to definition of transient. It is an undesirable momentary deviation of supply voltage or load current. That is also called as a surge as well as spike. The main word is momentary deviation for a very short duration of time. Undesirable momentary deviation in voltage as well as load current. That is called transient. Two subcategory, as we discussed, that it is the impulsive and oscillatory transient. So what is the definition of this impulsive transient? So the definition as per the standard is that a sudden non-power frequency change in steady state condition of voltage, current or both. That is unidirectional in polarity. This is a very important word, unidirectional in polarity. If you see the waveform of impulsive transient in this table, it is in one direction. Here it is in positive direction. This variation is in positive direction. You can see that from this point, the
हेलो
સર તમારો અવાજ નથી આવતો.
સર
અવાજ
માઇક
મારો
મ્યુટ થઈ ગયું
આવે છે અવાજ?
હવે આવ્યો સર.
બોલો ક્યાંથી નથી આ અવાજ?
ટેબલનું બોલવાનું ચાલુ કર્યું સર હમણાં ત્યારે.
Okay. So you can see that here in impulsive transient in all these three category, this deviation happens only in one direction. It may be positive or it may be negative. Here in the waveform, it is a positive direction variation. You can see that the magnitude of this waveform, maybe voltage, maybe current, it increasing from this point to this level suddenly for short duration of time. So the definition of impulsive transient is a very important word, unidirectional, either positive variation or negative variation. So definition, I again repeat, impulsive transient, a sudden non-power frequency. Non-power frequency means apart from 50 years or 60 years, whatever your standard frequency. So this changes happens apart from the standard frequency. It may be a very higher than 50 years, maybe lower than 50 years. So a sudden non-power frequency change in steady state condition, not in transient condition. In steady state condition of voltage, current or both, that is unidirectional in polarity. So that is a definition of impulsive transient. What is the definition of oscillatory transient? The definition is same, only difference is that it is a bidirectional in polarity. It means that oscillation may be happen in positive as well as negative direction. Clear? But in impulsive transient, changes may be positive or negative. But in oscillatory, changes are in both the direction, positive as well as negative. You can see in the waveform, so you can easily understand. You can see these oscillatory transients in all these three categories, low frequency, medium frequency and high frequency oscillatory transients. The deviation happens in positive magnitude as well as in negative magnitude. So these are the definition of impulsive transient and oscillatory transient. So as you already discussed, we already discussed this impulsive transient three category definition based on the durations. Nanosecond less than 50 nanosecond, microsecond between 50 nanosecond to 1 millisecond, and millisecond impulsive transient for more than 1 millisecond. Same way for oscillatory transient, the category is based on frequency as well as duration. So first category is low frequency oscillatory duration. Sorry, low frequency oscillatory transients. What is the duration of this? category 0.3 millisecond to 50 milliseconds. You can see that the waveform all look like the same, but its frequency and duration is different. So what is the frequency under the low frequency oscillator transients? Let's check it. You can see this second table, same table, but here you can see the frequency as well as voltage magnitude for the standards for particular power quality problems. So as we already discussed in transient, impulsive transients, 3 category. Now in oscillatory transient, 3 category: low frequency, medium frequency and high frequency transient. So in low frequency, the frequency is less than 5 kilohertz. And typical duration of this oscillatory transient is 0.3 to 50 milliseconds. And if variation is between 0 to 4 per unit, here 1 per unit means standard or rated voltage in terms of RMS value. It may be your RMS rated voltage, maybe your RMS rated current. Here, suppose 100 voltage, that is RMS rated voltage for your system, so that the voltage variation allowed under this oscillatory transient is between 0 to 4 per unit. It means between 0 to 400 volt. If your rated voltage is 100 volt. Clear? Same way for medium frequency oscillatory transient, the frequency range is 5 to 500 kilohertz. If oscillation happens in between this frequency range, 5 to 500 kilohertz, and duration of this oscillation is 50 millisecond to 20 microseconds. You can see that here time is decreases. Why? Because frequency is increased. In low frequency oscillator transient, frequency is less than 5 kilohertz. So as you know that frequency and time is inversely proportional. So as the frequency is low, time is more. Yeah. So here frequency in low frequency oscillator transient, it is less than 5 kilohertz. So time is 0.3 to 50 millisecond. Now here medium frequency range, frequency increases 5 to 500 kilohertz. So now duration is reduces between 50 millisecond to 20 microsecond. And typical voltage magnitude variation is between 0 to 8 per unit. It means suppose 100 is your rated voltage, so variation allowed is 0 to 800 volt for this medium frequency oscillatory transients. I think all of you clear this? All of you clear this? Can you give me a reply?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt up to this transient, impulsive and oscillatory, these two, low frequency, medium frequency?
No,
Any
sir.
doubt?
No,
It's
sir.
very simple.
No,
You
sir.
see this table, it is
No,
very
sir.
easy to understand all this. So now same way, the last category, third category in oscillatory transient, high frequency. So again, frequency is more than low frequency and medium frequency, between 0.5 to 5 megahertz. So again, time is reduced as compared to previous two category. It is between 20 millisecond to 20 microsecond to 5 microsecond. If oscillation happens for the duration between 20 microsecond to 5 microsecond, and the frequency of this oscillation is between 0.5 to 5 millihertz, and voltage variation is between 0 to 4 per unit in terms of voltage, 0 to 400 volt. If 100 is the rated voltage, then we can say that it is a high frequency oscillatory transients. Clear, all of you? So this is about the transient. Again, repeat, two category: impulsive transient, oscillatory transients. All these categories divided based on the frequency. Basically, this impulsive is categorized based on time duration. This oscillatory is categorized based on the frequency as well as time duration. So this is a transient, and the definition of its subcategory like impulsive transient and oscillatory transients. So in an exam maybe ask that what is called as impulsive nanosecond transient. Again repeat the question, what is called impulsive nanosecond transient? So the definition is that if For short duration momentary interruption or not interruption, short duration momentary deviation in voltage or current for a duration of less than 50 nanoseconds in unidirectional polarity, that we called as a impulsive nanosecond transient. Clear? So this is the definition you can also make from this table. If you remember this table, you can definitely make this definition. You're not really required to remember the definition of all these things. From this table, if you know that what is the time duration, or what is the frequency range, or what is the voltage range or frequency range, voltage range and current range, or you can remember the per unit value for the rated value. So you can easily write the definition for any of the power quality problems. So this is related to the transients. I hope you have cleared the idea of what is transients. Now, second is short duration variation. Second power quality problem, short duration variation. So in this case, there are three subcategories. First is instantaneous, second is momentary, and third one is temporary. Each has a three subcategory. Here in instantaneous, there is a one missing, one is interruption. All these three category, instantaneous, momentary, and temporary, has three subcategory: interruption, sag, and swell. Yeah. Again, these all are categorized based on the duration in which it happens. Yeah. So that we have discussed in the next lecture. So for this lecture, here we stop. If you have any doubt, you can ask the question related to this power quality problems, definition, basically these transients. Any doubt? Yes?
No, sir.
All of you? So from this lecture, there are some questions. First is the list out the power quality problems that we have discussed in the first slide of this chapter. List out the power quality problems. So what is the power quality problems? क्या power quality problems होता है जो आपने discuss करे हमने? Give the name of power quality problems. One problem we discussed the last slide. This is the transients. Okay. This is the first power quality problems. What is the second power quality problems?
Power switching.
Low.
Voltage
Yes.
surges.
Yes,
Voltage surges
then
and long duration and short duration voltage variations are
yes,
type
very
of
good.
harmonics.
Yes,
Lightning
harmonics.
strike.
Yes. Okay, very good. Second question is that what are the sources of power quality problems? Which are the sources of power quality problem, or which equipment are responsible for generating this power quality problem?
Power electronic
Load
devices.
arcing device. Load switches.
Yes, very good. Power electronic
Arcing
devices,
device.
arcing devices. Yes. Any
IT
other?
and office equipment.
RTO office
la-
equipment.
large
Any
motors
other?
starting. Large motors starting.
Large load switching or
Light.
large starting. Yes. Any other?
Lightning strike.
Lightning strike. Yes, very good. Okay.
Interconnectedness of power system.
Power system.
Yes, interconnected or power system. Very good. Any other? Okay, third question is the definition of power quality problem. Standard definition. IEEE standard.
Power problems manifested in voltage.
Sorry, can you repeat this again?
Power problems manifested in voltage.
Manifested in voltage or current.
Current or frequency derivations.
that result in failure or mal operation of any equipment.
Yes, very good, very good, very good. And which two committees are involved for defining these power quality standards?
IEEE and
IEEE and
IEC.
What is the full form of IEEE? What is the full form
Institute
of
of Electronic and Electrical Engineers.
was electrical or electronics?
Electrical.
Yes.
electronics.
Both.
Electrical and electronics.
Electrical and
What is
electronics.
the full form of IEEE?
Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering.
Engineers.
Yes. Engineers. Okay. Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. And what is the full form of IEC?
International Electrotechnical Commission.
Yes. Both are involved in developing the standards related to the electrical as well as electronics engineering. Okay? Not only related to the power electronics. Okay, different things. Let's not take standards only related to the power quality. Take the standard related to all the types of standards required for the electrical and electronics devices or electronics engineering.
સર તમારો વોઇસ નથી આવતો.
આવે છે અવાજ મારો?
યસ સર.
Yes. I say that these two committees are involved in defining the standards of electrical as well as electronics engineering, not only related to the power qualities. But in this chapter, we learn the only power quality problems. That's why we discuss only the standards related to the power quality from these two standard committee, IEEE as well as IC. Clear? Clear all of you? So any doubt in this lecture?
No, sir.
Any doubt
No,
in
sir.
lecture? Okay. So,
No, sir.
so it's lecture or lab that came as
સર
well
તમારો
as
વોઇસ નથી આવતો.
તમારું mic અવાજ આવે છે અવાજ મારો હવે? હેલો.
Yes,
હા, sir.
yes, sir.
યસ સર.
Yes, sir. આવે છે.
So here I complete the lecture, and fourth and fifth lecture, that is your lab. So in your lab, first lecture, fourth lecture, I will continue with this lecture, this chapter, power quality standards, and we will see some videos related to the power quality equipments which is used for measuring and analyzing the power quality problems. Clear all of you? All of you clear? In fourth lecture,
Yes,
we
sir.
continue.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fourth hour we continue with the lecture, and then after fifth we see some videos related to the power quality measurement devices used and devices used for monitoring the power quality. Clear? So here I stop this lecture. If you have a problem, you can mail me or you can ask in this platform also. So here I stop this lecture.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you all of you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Next lecture.
Thank you, sir.